A pretty simple hamburger. I've got in front of me about 1.5 pounds or so of ground hamburger. I'm going to separate it into 4 equal balls-ish. I've seasoned it with a mix of oregano, chili powder, a little bit of black pepper, whole heap of onion powder, and a little mushroom flavored seasoning I got. That one though, it can be omitted. I can throw in some extra black pepper. I put some paprika into it as well. That's just one of those things I had to want to try out and play with. So once I get these rolled out and separated, make sure they're equal. I'm gonna go ahead and flatten them out. You see, I'm not working the meat too much. Trying to be pretty gentle with it. Going for about 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch in thickness. Try to get it even, close. Once these are made, I'm going to go ahead and turn my pan on. We're going to let it do its thing, let it get to a pretty good medium heat. Almost smoking, but not quite. Then we will cook these about 4 minutes on each side. We're looking for about a medium rare. Once those are done, we got one of those trusty, handy bag salads because they work, because they're great in the afternoon, easy to throw together. And I'm also going to whip up a little cheese sauce with cheddar, some more of that mushroom seasoning, chili powder, a bit more oregano, and a bit more onion powder. That way everything kind of goes along. Be putting that sauce on top of the hamburger, and also gonna fry off some green beans. We'll drizzle that on top of it also because you can't have a meal without something cheesy. So our hamburgers are all sorts of formed. Going to get my pan working. Alright, well, as you can see, got my pan on the stove. I put about a teaspoon or so of oil into the pan. I'm using a regular vegetable oil. You don't want to use that much because remember the hamburger does have fat. This is going to be just to make sure it doesn't stick too much to the bottom of the pan initially. I'm using my cast iron. I use it for everything. If you have a grill pan, that would work. Ideally, it would be nice to be doing it outside. It is winter here, it is a bit snowy, so we're often be doing cooking inside this evening. And while that is going, I also have back here in a different pan about 1 cup to 1.5 cups or so of cream. I'm going to get that slowly heating up, and that is going to be for our cheese sauce. We're just going to do a simple heat the cream, throw in the seasonings and the cheese. The cheddar I'm using is pretty creamy. If you don't have that, fontina would work, a mozzarella would work. So make sure when you're making it, you are whisking it pretty quickly so it doesn't stick.
We just added the cheese mix to the cream.
You can get the burgers down.
How thick are you looking for that cheese sauce to become?
Slightly more than like honey. I'm going to go ahead and let it reduce for a while, have it on pretty low. It's not a classic sauce that would have the roux with the butter and the flour. And cook that down, then mix in the cream and throw in the cheese. I'm skipping a step or two because I can.
Go ahead, let's go.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip the hamburger. So I haven't touched it. I'm not really pushing down on it. I don't want to squeeze out any of the juices. Little shake just to make sure they don't stick. They've been cooking for about 5 minutes. We'll leave them for another 4 minutes or so and they'll be perfect.
And how's the cream sauce coming?
It is almost there. I have been continuously whisking it. It's thickening up nicely. Make sure you whisk it as often as possible. Vigorously.
That's our bacon. How it goes?
Alright everybody, we are all sorts of set here. My burgers they've cooked. We had them on for a total of 9 minutes, 5 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other. I let them rest for a minute or two while I went ahead and finished up our cheese sauce. So we're ready to start putting everything together. So for tonight, we'll recap. We have a couple of hamburgers seasoned with onion powder, paprika, oregano, a little bit of an extra seasoning blend that I happened to stumble across. Topped off with a caraway cheddar cream sauce. The cream sauce, we had it on the stove the entire time everything else was going. About a cup to cup and a half of cream, a couple of handfuls or so of shredded cheese. Very low, very slow, continue to whisk. And we're having all of that alongside a salad blend that we got from the store. And I went ahead and fried up some green beans that I happen to have hiding away in the freezer. These are store-bought, but if you're going to get your own, you just get a package of green beans, fresh, a little bit of egg, a little bit of flour, toss the green beans in the egg, toss them in the flour, and then pop them right into the oil. Almost forgot, gonna have a couple of little dishes here. I'm gonna put some of the cheese sauce into these to use as a little dipper for the green beans. I'll probably throw some hot sauce into mine because cheese goes in every meal. And the hot sauce does too, for the most part. So there you all have it. Enjoy.